What's up again, Ball Nation? This is Frank. This is the House Learning Sports Channel. Coming at you, of course, a disappointing result for the Tennessee basketball team this afternoon as they get beat 69-50 by Houston, ending what was still a really good season, in my opinion. But, it wasn't all bad today. Tennessee baseball completes their sweep of South Carolina. Tennessee Lady Vols softball program wins the series against Oklahoma. And I can't remember how long it's been since they said that Oklahoma had lost a series at home, but the Lady Vols took care of business on that one. Hats off to them today as well. But we'll talk Tennessee baseball here as well. Make sure you hit the like. Biggest thing as well, I mentioned the super thanks and stuff. I know not everybody's able to do it, but, if you can, that's greatly appreciated. If not, biggest thing you can do to help out the channel, just share out the content. Just share it out to those who may not have found it. And, as always, if you like content and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button as well. Lots is about to come up in the portal. I'm going to release a video first thing in the morning talking about Tennessee's needs for next year and some portal targets that I see in the immediate future that, I've talked about some already. Tennessee baseball, though, let's reel that one in here. They take care of business today, 7-2. They complete the weekend sweep over South Carolina, and that moves Tennessee to 8-1 in conference. South Carolina goes to 1-8. I've seen some say it as well. I think this is a little bit better South Carolina team than what the record indicates. But in the SEC, every weekend's a grind. Every weekend is a big deal, and so but still, yet on the road, you take series win all day long. You definitely take a sweep all day long. And, looking at it today, talking about the pitching first, you had Coons, who started out. They're still going with the TBD stuff, or TBD, to be determined. It's Coons on Sundays or Saturdays, whichever the final day of the week is right now. He went 4 innings today, 6 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 61 pitches on the day. He got into the 5th inning, a couple runners got on. Braden Krenzel come in. He come in to face Petrie. First thing, hit him when he had 2 strikes on him, loaded the bases. Then he struck out South Carolina's number 3 guys at Woida. I think that's how you pronounce that. I apologize if I messed that up. Struck him out, and then you got their cleanup guy, Kennedy Jones, to ground into a 6-4-3 double play that ended the inning, and Tennessee rolled from there, as they already had the lead at that point coming in. They were up 5-1 at that point. Now, South Carolina did get a run back in the 6th, and then in the 7th inning, Tennessee kind of put the icing on the cake, the cherry on top, as Hunter Ensley, Andrew Fisher went back-to-back solo shots to make it 7-2, and Braden Krenzel finished that one off. 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 2 hit by pitches, 74 pitches for him on the day. Tennessee has their Sunday lineup. And to me, I think Dylan Loy would have been good to go as well, as he didn't throw much on Friday night. He would have been needed. He would have been ready if needed. They didn't need it. These 2 freshmen are absolutely – the last 2 weekends, they shut Alabama down last weekend, and then, of course, they shut down South Carolina today as well. These 2 guys, both of them, 2 of your higher-rated freshman pitchers who've come in under the Tony Vitello era. And I know Anson Seibert was in this year. Of course, he's out hurt. I think I've seen he had Tommy John, actually, but I've seen a couple mixed things on that one. But anyhow, Coons, I liked it. The SEC, you had Tom Hart and Chris Burke on it, and they had the thing for Coons in the pre, and the one thing Chris Burke had down there for him was the next dude. And that's who they're predicting to be the next dude for Tennessee. But I'll tell you, man, Braden Krenzel, I've said it all year, I think he's good enough to go to weekends. Now he's there. You're not going to see him midweek anymore. That combo they have of Coons and Krenzel, and Coons throws a little bit harder, but I think the arm angle messes things up. Their ball movement is different as well. It's a good combination, and then there'll be other guys who's available. Again, I think we need another lefty to step up other than Loy out of the pen. I think Arvidsson's got the stuff, but he's struggling a bit right now. Binky is the one that I'm kind of eyeing, that he's apparently back. Will they continue? Apparently, he's been dealing with an injury. So how much will they continue to work him moving forward? To me, he's the key on it. You get him back to form like he was. I thought he was pretty good last year. That's a shot in the arm for this team. That's just another arm to go in with that bullpen. And you've got a pretty solid group of pitchers on the weekends with Doyle, Franklin, Sneed, Phillips, Coons, Krenzel, Loy. No particular order, just off the top of my head. I still think you might need one or two more. And, of course, the wild card is going to be next month when A.J. Russell's ready. What will his role be as well? We've not seen that last of A.J. Russell in Knoxville. So he'll be a part of it, whether he's a starter, whether he's a reliever. I mean, it depends what's best for him and his arm. Is it better for him to open, or is it better for him to close some games out? I think that'd be really interesting to see, because a guy's regimen, their stuff is totally different for starting versus when they come in relief, because they do a whole stretch and all those things. Any of you that's ever been to a Tennessee baseball game could probably attest to that. They go through all the warm-ups, all the stretches, the weight ball stuff, all that they go through. Totally different if they're just coming in relief there. But that'll be interesting to see. And then, of course, your lineup today. Kilen is still out. Some things that have come around really in the last 2 weeks. At one point, it was questioned, said, well, Dalton Bargo's going to get some at-bats, but he's not an everyday guy. He's an everyday guy at this point, whether he's DHing or whether he is in the field. Last weekend against Alabama, when Levi Clark struggled, Dalton Bargo come in. He's not looked back on it. He is a vital part of your lineup at this point. He was 2 for 5 today, had an RBI. He was in the 2-hole all weekend with Gavin Kilen out. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with the lineup once Gavin Kilen returns, because he's obviously going to be in there. And I would imagine he's going right back to that 2-hole as well, because I still maintain he's Tennessee's best hitter on the team. But now, Bargo has come along here. Of course, Chapman's having a good year. Your catching position, now, I don't know how much, if they trust like Bargo's catching game the same as they do a Cannon Peebles or a Stone Lawless, that they would possibly make him the full-time catcher. Peebles is going to be in the average. I mean, the thing with Peebles, his hits have all been big hits when he gets them. The average, I would like to see it improve, but you can't. It's the same with Ariel Antigua. His average is down to low 200s as well, but the defense these guys bring. Sometimes, what's the happy medium? Do you go more offense and sacrifice defense, or, like in the case of Ariel Antigua, the dude's, he made an error today. He kind of just overplayed a ball, came fairly close to recovering on it, but he just makes plays. He makes great plays at short. It's not even close to who's the best defensive shortstop on this team, and that's me taking nothing away from any of the other guys. That's giving credit to just how good Ariel Antigua is. I apologize. I'm trying to yawn here. I'm trying to keep from yawning, and it keeps coming up. But, there'll be some decisions here. Does Vitello continue to roll with Antigua? I think he's getting some good swings in, actually. The ball's just not dropping. And the more he gets reps, the better he's going to be there. But, good day for this team. A good weekend for this team. Just taking care of business today the way they did. You had Curley 1 for 4. Bargo 2 for 5. Inslee had a good weekend, 4 for 5 today with 3 RBIs. Fisher 2 for 5. Chapman 1 for 5. Peebles 0 for 3. Marin 1 for 4. Abernathy 0 for 3. Antigua 1 for 4. The only negatives today: 10 strikeouts, 7 left on base. It's going to happen with this team, though. It is. Doubles: Curley, Bargo, Chapman, and Bargo. Man, that was I don't know what the South Carolina left fielder was doing, but Bargo, the throw was there, but Bargo adjusted and got his hand around the tag. They initially called him out. They appealed it. He was safe. It was a great slide, great adjustment by him. But once Keelan's healthy, man, I don't envy Tony Vitello for what for the decision. It's tough to say, but it's good decisions. It's not you're having to make decisions because guys aren't playing up to par. And I'm kidding. Again, I say it as well. There's 13 to 14 guys who could be everyday regulars in this lineup. Unfortunately, only 9 of them can bat. So where do you go? Because a guy like Blake Grimmer got an opportunity the other night, took advantage of it. But what does Blake Grimmer do against SEC competition? We saw it with Levi Clark. He absolutely lit up non-conference competition, got to conference play, and he's struggled every weekend. You got to adjust. It's a different ball game. We've seen it. Robin Villeneuve last year apparently is doing really well at Texas Tech this year. Did well in non-conference, got to conference, couldn't hit it. It's an adjustment. It happens we see it every year with guys. And we could go back to every team and point out somebody who's lit it up in non-conference, then they've got the conference. And, things have changed a bit. But, again, another good weekend for Tennessee baseball. Now you got that tricky Tuesday night game against Tennessee Tech. Of course, Vols did blow them out last year, but these last few years, the history of that game. It's not one you take lightly. As Tennessee Tech will be coming in wanting to put a loss on Tennessee, and they've done it 2 out of the last 3 years as well. So that'll be a fun one on Tuesday, 6 o'clock, April 1st. Next weekend, Texas A&M in Knoxville. Your preseason number 1 comes in unranked. Now, that is a Friday, Saturday, Sunday series. 7, 6, and 3, respectively, are the times next weekend. So lots to come this week. A lot of it will probably be basketball portal focused this week with basketball season over, but definitely have some baseball stuff as well. Leave me a comment. Leave me some comments, guys. What's some stuff? I really like to get my listeners' feedback. If you're listening, what's some stuff you would like to see on this channel here as well? I feel like previews and stuff are really not a thing. I don't feel like a lot of people care for those, but any topics, anything that you're interested in, leave me a comment, drop me a comment there and let me know. See what we can add to the channel. Definitely, this channel is not possible without you, the listener. So if there's something you want, you're not getting or seeing somewhere, we'll see what we can work into it as well. Make sure you hit the like, the share, the subscribe. Check out the link in the description for the channel memberships, channel Patreon. $1 a month can go to greatly help the channel. Or if you just want to say thanks, the super thanks button in the bottom right-hand corner as well. And, be on the lookout in the morning, probably early around 6. I'm going to release some stuff talking about needs for next year for Tennessee basketball. Have a great rest of your evening. This is Frank. This is the House of Orange. Win, lose, draw, or whatever. It's always a great day to wear the orange.